timer. Can you start the time now?
Okay.
Now, fellow Toastmasters, first let me ask you a question. Did you all enjoy DT Abdul Fattah Inayat's speech?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, that was dedicated to you. Yeah. So one, I have been with DT Abdul Fattah Inayat for the past 4 years. Okay, we have grown together as Toastmasters, I would like to believe, and in this time, what thing that he has done immensely incredible is that how he has transformed himself. He was even good speaker then. Now he's a much better speaker, with more control on his speech, on his facial expression, on the way he structure his speech, on how the way he ends his speech, and that's how Toastmasters is beneficial for all of us. What he does specifically is week in and week out, he keeps on giving the speeches. And he listens to evaluators like me, who is half of his age even. So he takes our inputs and he incorporates those inputs, and which I have literally seen. Now today's speech it's about power of listening. Now he chose a very simple subject. It's a great inspiration for us to choose a very simple subject. And then he started off speech with a joke about his siko, the usual joke about the siko, and then he slipped into the main part of the speech, which is the story about his wife, where he tells us how listening is important. Even that part he managed to make it humorous, which tells a great qualities. I mean, how you can build it. So his speech today, what you have heard, is a perfect example of an excellent speech. It had a good opening with a joke to encapsulate the audience, followed by a structure in which he tells a story about his wife, and then he slipped into message part, where he gave us the message, the importance of listening, how husbands should listen to wife, how leaders should listen to the people, how the corporates should listen to their employees. A very well-toned speech and a great message. Now, one thing which I really liked about his speech was the way he changed his facial expression whenever he was delivering the speech. If you see his speeches carefully, that whenever he is delivering his speech, he changes his expressions very nicely. So this is something which comes with practice, and we should try to emulate him at every time. And one other thing which I really liked was there was a voice modulation. Whenever his wife got angry, he raised his voice in order to represent that particular communication. So it's another important tactic which we should learn. Now, having said that, in evaluation, we also try to give what he can do to improve. Now, if you will listen to me, I would like to give you one small evaluation just to empower your speech further, which can be that I thought that in the middle part of the speech, where you gave the story of your wife, you could have added one more short story, because you have an enriching life experience to share with us all. So you could have added one more story over there. It could have more impact, because generally in speeches, what we recommend in Toastmasters to have around two small stories. And it creates a greater impact. All in all, it was a great speech, and it was wonderful for all of us to listen. Thank you once again, Dr. Fatah. Thank you very much. Now, since I'm the general evaluator, I'm juggling the roles over here.